watch the light as it set from the sun. All the ways we could run, all the ways we could run. Oh my, yeah. Can you see the light from outer space?
And yes, this is it. Welcome to the Antofagasta Bodyboarding Festival, brought to you by Budeo Bodyboarding Club and Rebel. We have round 4, hit 15, and in the water we have Alexandra Rinder from the Canary Islands in the yellow jersey. Also, we have Claudia Ferrari from Brazil in the blue jersey. Red jersey, we have Carla Costa Taylor, also from Brazil, and Maíra Viana, another fellow from Brazil. We have 3 Brazilians, 1 Canarian in this interesting heat. So let's see what's going to happen. We have Carla Costa Taylor, one of the best riders in the world, a former world champion with great skills and a lot of maneuvers on her display. So let's see what's going to happen here in this interesting.
Are these heats longer? Why does this heat have more time?
This is 25 minutes heat. 25 minutes heat. That was Alexander Rinder in the yellow jersey.
Why would this heat be 25 minutes? The last ones are 20 minutes.
Because now you have, the
It's the same
only
round.
because the only one that will make it through is the first one. So I think that you need more time. It's
In red, Carla Costa Taylor.
Bastinarello.
She's been around the sport for a long time.
Yeah, and she's still so strong and powerful. I love Carla's bodyboarding skills. I think he's one of the best riders of the world, definitely. And also we have there Claudia Ferrari from Brazil, another Brazilian living in Hawaii and representing Hawaiian, the Hawaiian flag, because she has been living there for a long time. And now we see her on the blue jersey. That was Rari, as people
Oh, back
call
on
her.
the shoulder. Look at fine little ball.
Yeah. She's really
So again, let's give you a little update. Alexandra Rinder, the woman from the Canary Islands who threw the backflip earlier, not the ARS, with a 4.88. Claudia Ferrari with a 4.25 on her first wave. Mayra Viana with a 3.13, and Carla Costa Taylor, her score yet to pop up, but it will in a moment, and we will. Actually, I will let you know because that's my job.
Yeah. It's all yours.
I'm just kidding.
You're better.
We're having such a good time up here. It's just amazing.
Yes, thank you so much for inviting me over to cruise here.
Actually, Seamus invited you. I didn't invite you.
I will. I'll keep trying to do my best. It's
You're doing amazing.
really
I
really nice.
think we're blessed to have you. Ay, Dios mío.
Thank you.
Muchas gracias, Dios.
Thanks so much, guys.
Okay, so scores coming through. Alexandra Rinder on her second wave with a 3.88. Carla Costa Taylor with a 4.53 on her first wave. Mayra Viana on her second wave with 1.38. Claudia Ferrari with a 4.25 because she found that little barrel.
Mm-hmm.
So remember, the first place in this heat goes on to the quarterfinals. Second through fourth will head off to one of our 2 repecharge rounds, which I don't understand the 2 repecharge rounds. I mean, if you get, one, you get one. If you get one second chance, it's enough. But 2 second chances is crazy.
Well, it changed when the whole system of judging changed 1 year ago, and I think that it works because sometimes it depends on the ocean, and if you are lucky with the waves that you got there, sometimes it's about connection and reading and some things that you can't handle. It's from the nature, from their own. So I think it's good for the athlete. It gives you more confidence and tranquilidad. So yes, I think it's good. As an athlete, in my opinion, I like more this judging system.
Oh.
I know that you don't, but we do.
Okay, so Claudia Ferrari on her second wave of 3. So Alexandra Rinder, no surprise, she's in first place. In second, Claudia Ferrari. And in third, Carla Costa Taylor. Fourth, Mayra Viana. And I'll tell you what, we have 3 really strong riders in this heat. So
Yes.
it's going to be interesting to see who comes out the victor because all 3 of these women, well, Mayra as well, but all 3, the first, second, and third place riders are all very well-known female bodyboarders who have quite a reputation for putting on some good rides.
Yes, definitely. And also Maíra has been competing for a couple of years. She has been in Brazil champion for her state, and she's a very fierce competitor. You always see her to the very last minute, doing her best and competing, with a lot of hunger for the winning. You can see the hunger in her eyes when you say hi to Maíra. She looks like she really wants to win, and she's working on it.
So no comer for her? No comer? She's very hungry? Okay, so.
Yes, for winning, Eric. She wants to win. You can feel it when you talk to her and when you see her bodyboarding performance out in the water.
I understand. Entiendo.
I know, but just to be more clear.
Conozco. Okay, this is yellow. Alexandra Riener. 15 years old.
Okay, now she's 15.
She's like in a time machine.
We will have to ask her. And this is it, the Antofagasta Bodyboarding Festival held in La Ciudad de Antofagasta. We are in Playa La Collén, exactly in La Cúpula. This way, where we are competing and surfing, it's called La Cúpula. It's a very local wave, with it's kind of tricky. You have to be really connected to this spot in order, to flow and get what you need.
La Cúpula de Cristal?
La Cúpula de Cristal. And there is people who also call it La Cúpula de Poder. So, yes, La Cúpula. Let's leave like that.
¿Cómo se dice la cúpula en inglés?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm so sorry.
I don't know what to say. In blue, this is Claudia Ferrari with a forward 360 and bottom turning and trying to find a roll, but the lip wasn't there for her. But look behind her, Carla Costa Taylor.
A lot of speed from Carlinians in that way in the red jersey. But
very nice.
Rollo and probably going for another section of the way. Maybe as not as powerful as the other one, but allowed her to make a nice spin and probably another little rollo that unfortunately couldn't land. That was Carla Costa Taylor, Brazilian rider, former world champion, one of the best female bodyboarders that could represent our sport.
There's a lot of former world champions here.
Yes. We have Carla, we have Neymara Carvalho also, we have Claudia Ferrari, Eunate, and Isabella. It's a Grand Slam. That's what happened. That's
a big deal.
Yeah. When you have a Grand Slam event, you'll have them all.
Again, a replay of Carla Costa Taylor. Look at all the speed, and she's waiting for the proper section. She finds it, bottom turns up, hits that lip, kaboom, upside down, comes around, gets back to the shoulder, finds a reverse 360, and yet another roll. That's going to be a very strong score for Carla Costa Taylor as we see it come through right now. It came through at a 6.5. So the judge is rewarding her for her patience and her good choice in waves.
Yeah, that was a good choice, exactly. That's what I say a couple of minutes ago. Yes, you have to be really smart when you choose your wave. You have to be picky and then do your job. That score just put Carla on the first position. That was a nice score. And now on the second, we have Alexandra Rinder from the Canary Islands, and in third, Claudia Ferrari, and in fourth, Mayra Viana. Let's see what's going to happen on this heat. Everything can happen, having all these talented women here in the ocean.
Women. I'm going to help you with your English, because if I want to put you on the news in America, you have to have perfect English.
Okay.
This is yellow, Alexandra Rinder. Paddling hard, trying to get in. Look at this hook. Can she make it around? Oh, rolls off the white water, though. Forward 360 in the white water. Okay, behind, look at this in white once again. Mayra Viana.
Mayra Viana from Brazil was in a nice rollo and then a spin that
catches a rail.
Yeah. that unfortunately couldn't complete and keeps her out of that wave. And this is one of the most interesting hits that I have been seeing so far because you have there two former world champs, you have a young gun, and you have Mayra Viana, one of the most consistent riders on tour. You always see her attending to every competition, really focused and with a lot of, preparation for it. So anything can happen here.
Well, it was a nice roll that she had on that wave right there for sure.
Yeah, and it looks like the wind stopped a little bit, no? It changed and the sun is coming out. Let's see if the oceans, send some nice wave to these ladies today, and we see better performance so far.
So, Alejandra, tell us about your experiences in Hawaii. I mean, have you been to Hawaii very many times now?
Yeah, a couple of times that I could, get to know really interesting people that have inspired me for bodyboarding and for a better preparation. I have learned so many things about their culture also, not only about the ocean, because I think that Hawaii is a very rich place where you can, get to know so many things from the ocean to the land. And
from the kai to the aina.
Yeah, from the kai to the aina, and from the cow and everything. I love it. I love it. I love their food and the way they eat so fresh and everything from the aina. That it means from the
From
land.
the aina.
Yes, in the
Ooh.
Hawaii. Yeah, I
Wow,
love.
you're almost kama aina.
Ah, I want to say, bro.
Close. Almost there.
Almost there. Yeah, more. I have to spend a couple more time.
If you get a bad haircut and you lose some teeth, you might become aina.
So I don't want to become.
Okay, let's give an update on the scores again. Carla Costa Taylor in the lead with a 4.5 and a 6.5. Alexandria Riener with an 8.91. She had a good 4.03 on that last wave, that roll and the spin in the whitewater. But we know she's capable of a lot more. Mayra Viana, the Brazilian, with a 7.93, and Claudia Ferrari with 7.25. And we have our winner from the last heat has kind of got stuck with Yo-Yo, but he's going to ask her some amazing questions. He is a legend here in Chile. Yo-Yo, take it away with Isabella.
Just finishing another extraordinary hit. I'm here with Isabella Sosa, 2 times world champion. Just Isabella, tell us about it.
Man, it was like a crazy hit. Lily was in the first position, like kind of all the hit, and then in the last 5 minutes, I changed the situation, and I was really happy to make it.
You can tell us about these 2 waves that you had, big score?
Yeah, I had the first wave on Rolo and spinning, that's like good Rolo, and 6 point something. And my second wave in the heat, I tried areas, but I didn't complete, like kind of the backwash hit me and I fell. But my other wave, I did 8 point something, and then it was good areas with spinning, and this wave did me fell to go to the first position.
Isabella, congratulations, and I hope you keep doing well and you give us like the same show as just before.
Thank you so much. Queria falar umas palavras em português para a galera que está assistindo. Muito obrigado pela torcida, e eu espero que vocês continuem aí torcendo pela gente, pelos brasileiros que estão aqui competindo. Eu tenho certeza que a gente vai tentar botar a bandeira do Brasil no lugar mais alto do pódio.
Obrigado, Isabela. Beijo muito grande, meu Brasil querido de coração aí, gente. I'm back to you, Eric. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you, Eric.
Okay, so we are back live from our interview with Yo-Yo. Thank you so much. Again, this is the 2013 Antofagasta Bodyboard Festival presented by Budeo Bodyboard Club and Revel. I am your host with the IBA, Eric Apple, your host with the most, and I'm joined by my new permanent co-host, Alejandra Altuve, the bodyboarding sensation from Venezuela that has made her impression felt all over the world, whether it be Europe, Hawaii, South America. She's an international superstar.
Oh my gosh, no. Thank you so much.
Estrella Super.
It's super nice to be here.
Is that how you say it? Estrella Super?
Super estrella.
Super Estrella.
But I'm not. I'm just loving, being here in a new place to me. As great, such a great place as Antofagasta in the Antofagasta Bodyboarding Festival 2013, sharing with my friends, competing, and also doing some nice job out of the water. So thank you so much for this opportunity. And yes, in the water now we have Carla Costa Taylor leading this heat, and in the second position, Alexandra Rinder in third, Maíra Viana from Brazil, and in fourth, Claudia Ferrari. This is a non-elimination heat. The first position will advance to the quarterfinals, and then second, third, and fourth will go to repechage. You will have another opportunity to get more in touch with the ocean, because I think that bodyboarding is pretty much also about that. Of course, it depends on your skills and everything, and your abilities, but you have to be in touch and really connected with the ocean. When you practice any sports in the nature, it depends also on the conditions and, how Mama Nature, about Mama Nature's mood on that day. So I think it's really good, this new system of judging, when you have the repechage round, and you can definitely, focus a little bit more and change your strategies and everything. And also the ocean will change, so probably, waves are going to be different. So yes, so let's keep enjoying of the show. Let's stay tuned, everybody. Thank you so much for being there with us and for supporting the IBA World Tour. This is it, the Antofagasta Bodyboarding Festival 2013. What's that? I'd like to know. I'm curious now.
I'm having trouble hearing you because the beach announcer is so loud. So we're gonna get that turned down a little bit because I'm sure the people at home can't hear, and I can't even hear you.
Yes, it happens sometimes. Light up.
And and the things you say are important, so I want to hear them all.
Okay.
Because you are a super estrella.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Okay, in white, once again, Maíra Viana, the Brazilian rider, Brasileira.
Yeah.
6 minutes and 29 seconds ago. Here.
In the Antofagasta Bodyboarding
No,
Festival.
here in the
Exactly.
third heat of round
I
number 4.
was going to say, but yes, you cut me.
Okay, go.
Okay, I can go. This is the round 4, heat 15, which means that it's the 4th heat of the day before going to round 5, which is going to be a repechage round. The second opportunity to these ladies to do a better job and keep, competing in this amazing event, this Grand Slam event that just welcome one of all the best riders in the world tour from the IVA.
IBA.
IVA.
I don't like when people say IBA. It's the IBA.
IVA. I like IVA.
IBA, people are too lazy.
Yes.
Look at this big roll on the left from the yellow, Alexandre Rinder. It's a nice roll, forward 360, another one. And she is working hard out there to collect a score. She's looking to take over that lead from Carla Costa Taylor.
You can see always Alexandra that she's busy on her heat. She's always doing her best and busting powerful radical maneuvers, and that's what bodyboarding is about. Being radical, being active all the time, surfing the best wave of the world, it's different than surfing. I mean, surfing is amazing, but when it comes to bodyboarding, the waves are way more heavier, I think, because you're always looking for the shallow parts, for those big leaps to bust big air maneuvers, and that's what bodyboarding about.
Okay, so Alexandra Rinder with a 5.28 on her last wave, so not enough to take the lead from Carla Costa. Carla is fighting her off.
Yeah, she's always fighting.
Look at this in red.
Carla.
This is Carla Costa Taylor. Speaking of the devil.
Woo.
So Alexandra Rinder now needs a 5.76 if she wants to take over the lead and skip right to the quarterfinals. And take it off in blue in azul, Claudia Ferrari.
That's Ferrari from Brazil, but living in Hawaii.
Ooh.
But getting into the pit, but unfortunately couldn't pull it off.
Into the pit? That's the first time I heard you say that. Awesome. Into the pit.
Yeah, brah. So yeah, that was Ferrari. Unfortunately, couldn't pull off that one.
How's your pigeon coming? Good?
Good, I think. Yeah.
In yellow, that is Alexandra Rinder.
Rolo, and after that, Rolo, a nice spin and another one just to end that wave. Let's see the score for that wave of Alexandra Rinder from the Canary Islands. Our young gun on tour. She's firing now, and I think that she's gonna show some great performances here in this edition of the Antofagasta Bodyboarding Festival here in the city of Antofagasta, Chile, specifically in the beach of La Colén. En
Tell
la
us what
ola
you know
de la
about
cúpula.
Tell me what you know about Antofagasta.
Well, about Antofagasta, I know
Muchos minerios,
muchos mineros, yes.
Col-
A lot of miners.
cobre.
Mucho cobre, a lot of money. I think
Now,
it's
75% of the world's copper comes from Antofagasta. And who do we have here?
oh
Some of the kids from school?
yes, it looks like a school field trip. Like let's go to watch some bodyboarding, guys. Let's watch a movie, a live movie. That's nice. I love how passionate are Chileans for bodyboarding. I didn't know that it was like this. You see all the young kids, all the teenagers really amped about bodyboarding and the riders, how they respect it. You know, they gave us so much energy in Arica. So thank you so much to all the Chilean people for the love, the attentions, and the kindness. Thank you so much.
Of course. Thank you to the Chilenos y Chilenas. So
They're
score update again.
nice.
Still Carla Costa in the lead. Alexandra Rinder in second. Mayra Viana in third. Claudia Ferrari in fourth. And so 75%
Uh-huh.
of all the world's copper comes from here. It's a lot of copper.
Yes, it's a lot. I have to say that it's the main economic activity of Antofagasta, la
No.
minería.
The copper is the main economic activity for the whole country.
Yes,
More than half of Chile's economy
Wow.
is just this mine.
it's just here in this
Just one mine is half the entire country's economy.
in one mine. Well, I didn't know that. Thank you so much for teaching me that. And yes,
What else do you want to know?
I'll tell you later.
Okay, in yellow, Alexandra Rinder looking for a 5.76. One roll on that wave. I don't know if it's going to be enough to get it.
No, it was too shallow, that part of that wave. You have to be really careful on that part because it's when the wave meets the channel and it's so hollow, that part of that wave, that you have to, when you boost a maneuver there, you have to grab your board very hard and complete it, because if not, that's what happens. You know, the rocks will pull you to the inside and you can't complete your maneuvers. It happened to me yesterday.
Yeah, I understand.
I risked it, you know, to go to for the ride. It was kind of big
Scary?
and windy. No, not scary. I'm not scared. I'm not scared of the ocean.
You're not impressed. You're not scared. You don't have many emotions.
But just I risk it all, and yes, I learned that about La Cúpula
Carla
yesterday.
Costa on the left, and in white, Mayra Viana
On the right,
in La Rojo.
yes.
In La Rojo camisa.
En el rojo. El rojo.
That is the end of the heat. And as far as we know, and as far as you know, Carla Costa Taylor winning the heat, moving on to the quarterfinals.
Yes.
Man, she beat Alexandra Rinder. Woo!
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Oh, Dios mío. Okay, let's throw to a little commercial. When we come back,